Imagine a moving train. The train can go both ways. It has two heads, but one conductor. The two heads are positive, heading north, and negative, heading south. The train can be a symbol for your moving thoughts and feelings, your life as a whole. You are both the conductor and the passenger. In the train, there are others with similar vibrational signatures riding along with you. Some you know, some you don't. They are on their own trains, of course, but for the sake of this metaphor, they seem as though they ride along inside with you, and they all come and go throughout the train. After all, we are speaking of your life. In life, most times coming into it, carries with it its own natural momentum. You can consider this as your karma. If the train direction goes in the flow you prefer, already natural as can be, so be it, and enjoy your life. Enjoy the ride. Of course you know not all days will be a sunny ride. Sometimes it'll rain, and yet, still, in some way, you will find to enjoy the scenery of the rain. And so therefore, your train will continue its direction north, positively, with little to no intervention, considering you've made it as one of the very few who just know what's up, you old soul. But if for some reason eventually something happens, and you have become worn down by heading south and things begin to fall apart. The AC inside the train isn't working and it's getting too hot to bear anymore. Or perhaps you've just realized in a sudden moment you no longer wish to live the way you've been living. And somehow, whatever the reason, you begin wondering, is it possible to turn this train around? To make it go in the other direction? In a short answer, yes. Remember, there are two heads. One facing north and the other facing south. First, know and notice that the train has been moving mostly south for most of your life. Moving anything that is going at extreme speeds must first need to slow down. Before going in the opposite direction, slowing momentum sometimes takes time. It takes time to reach 0 point, center point, or what I like to call ground zero. So, how do you slow a moving train? Slowing down a moving train with such momentum takes good brakes, but I find this easier to call as willpower, also known as desire. Willpower because you have to be the one to press the brakes. It doesn't just take the brakes though, however, but it also takes time. And not just time, but also space. Enough space on the track to give you enough time to slow down. Space, time, and a will. And remember, in life, so long as you're still in this body-mind, life will always give you enough space and time. Physical reality is nothing but space-time. The will, however, is on your now conscious part to do what you want with it. It's on you to push down on the brakes. After living a life for so long without even knowing you've been on a train, go easy. You don't want to launch yourself forward, hitting your head on the glass. That will just deter you from trying to slow down, so pace yourself. In any moment, when you notice the train moving fast in the direction unpreferred, consider slowing down to ground zero. Know that you have the incredible ability to slow it down. Release steam. Sometimes you'll need to release pressure of the gears as it winds down. Meditation, yoga, clean eating, refraining from acting on old emotional patterns, choosing clean activities are all just the beginning in slowing this moving train, especially meditation. You'll notice later how the things that slow you down will be the same things that speed you up. This is the first part to ground zero, towards a very deep change in your life, of slowing this moving train.